Hey folks, Tim here from Rockout Videography again, and today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing these Neewer NL660 light kits. Are they any good? How much light do they put out, and just what would you use them for? Well, stick around because I'm going to answer those questions for you coming right up. After doing some research on the internet, we decided to buy this light kit, and we ordered it off of Amazon. It came with all 4 pieces in one big cardboard box. The lights each come with a nylon case with protective foam inside. There's an owner's manual and an AC power cable with a DC converter included in each case with the light. The stands were just packed in their boxes and plastic bags. There was no protective foam wrapped around them, but our stands arrived without any damage. These lights are LED panel lights, and they have a total of 660 bulbs. That's 330 yellow bulbs and 330 white bulbs. This allows you to adjust or modify the color temperature to your liking. They can range anywhere from 3200K to 5600K. Neewer states that they have a CRI or color rendering index of 96 plus. Depending on who you want to listen to, you're looking for something either like between 90 and 100, and I've seen some people state numbers like 94 to 98. But either way, according to Neewer, these are fitting right in the sweet spot. There are no diffusers included with these lights, but that's something that some baking paper and clothespins will fix real easily. LED lights are great because they use very little power. That's why you can run them off of batteries like this easily. And also they don't heat up the same way that tungsten or regular light bulbs will. And they have a power output rated at 40 watts. The lights are mostly made of metal. On the back of the lights there are slots for 2 common Sony MPF batteries. These have pretty much become the standard for video and photography gear. There are many manufacturers making them, and they come in a variety of sizes. I bought a bunch of the Power Extra MPF 960/970 7.4 volt 8800 milliamp hour batteries. I'm getting anywhere between 2 to 2.5 hours of time out of these batteries with the lights on full blast, but 2 hours should be fine for my needs. According to the manual, it says that you should not replace or take the batteries in and out while the light switch is on. So you can't swap the batteries in and out one at a time as you're nearing the end of your battery life and keep the lights running. You're going to have to shut them off, or at least that's what the manual says, and I'm not going to try it. I did try running them on one battery, though, and they will run. We would assume you get half as much time out of them, though. The 2-position power switch allows you to choose between battery or AC power to run the lights. There are 2 dimmer knobs on the back. One controls the yellow lights and one controls the white lights. This allows you to adjust the overall output and the color temperature. There's also a DC power input where you can connect the AC to DC power converter cord if you want to run it off of house power. The stands are general purpose lightweight tripod stands, and they don't have any grip or boom arms attached to them. They are telescoping to allow for height adjustment and have screw type tighteners. There are small plastic caps on the bottom of the feet to prevent scratching floors. The stands have common 5/8 inch baby mounts with a 1/4 by 20 screw covered under a black plastic cap. This will allow you to mount any piece of gear with a common 1/4 inch threaded female mount to the stands. These lights put out a flood pattern and have barn doors on them so that you can shape the light. Keep in mind that these barn doors are going to give you a soft rather than hard edge on your light adjustment. So what you really want to know is, how much light do these put out? I decided to test this with 3 cameras set up next to each other. A Canon Vixia HF-R800, a Canon G50, and my Galaxy S22 Plus. The cameras and the lights were placed approximately 12 feet from the back wall with the sound diffuser. These cameras all handle low light situations differently. I adjusted the dimmer slowly up using the yellow lights. I next did the same with the white lights. Then, I slowly turned up each dimmer a little at a time to see how it did with all 660 bulbs. Last, I did a test to see how much light I got with both lights on full blast. As you can see, it's a lot of light. I was curious to see just how much light these would put up as far as filling a room, so I moved them to the back of the room about 25 feet from the back wall and turned them both on full blast. As you can see, it lit the room up really well. I could basically shoot video anywhere in the room with those lights set the way they were, and it'd be okay. Obviously, what we're mostly talking about here is shooting video, and I've been using them for that, and they're working great. Because they're running on batteries, they're super portable. You can use them with AC power if you want, but I like being able to just pick them up and move them around anywhere I want. In the past, I've filmed some things like weddings or some live musical performances where part of it ended up outdoors at night, and the video turned out really bad because of that low light. So these would be a great solution for situations like that. You could use these like if you were busking, you could have light if you're busking at night outdoors, or obviously if you were shooting a video of people busking. Pretty much anything that's outdoor with low light, these are a great solution. Another thing you can use them for though is emergency lights during a power outage. Depending on how many batteries you got, you can run for a long time, and as you saw, they'll light up an entire room. I suppose if you wanted to take them camping, they'd work great for that too, again, as long as you have enough batteries. Overall, I'm happy with the lights and I would recommend them. They would probably be considered mid-range to expensive, but they're definitely not what most people would call professional. However, for most of us out here who are not going to be using them on the road every day, they should do the job just fine. Newer LED panel lights like these do often show up on people's best budget light kit lists on the internet, and they have a 4.7 star rating on Amazon. Now, if you go through the forums, you're going to find some people are complaining about quality control, and I've also seen some bad comments about their customer service, but I also noticed that B&H carries a lot of the Newer products on their site, and my experience with B&H is that mostly they just carry good stuff, so I think they'll be fine. A lot of people do rave about what a great value for the money these lights are. Well, guys, I hope you found this video informative and educational. As always, we appreciate you hitting the like button if you did like the video, and if you could subscribe to the channel, you'll help us hit our subscriber goals. All right, guys, thanks a lot again. We appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next video.